Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, how much good depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos, news updates. Nuroluayo, na nuroluayo, nuroluayo, na nuroluayo. Ọ dịghị mgbe ike mmadụ ga-akarị ike Chukwu. Ọ dịghị mgbe ike mmadụ ga-akarị ike Chukwu. Nna nụrụ, onye kere ụwa nuroluayo. Nna nụrụ, Olisa bi n'igwe nụrụ akwa yo. Now the update is this.
There will be a massive protest for Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko in Finland. I think Helsinki or Lahti. I don't know, but the protest will be held in the state that Mazi Simon Ekpa is. You know, the particular place that he is being held. You know, that is where the protest will be held, and it is going to be a very historic one. So if you are able to go, if you have the funds, if you have the visa, you know, if you're somebody who is even close to the country, you're in Europe also, and you can actually attend through train, through plane, and whatever means, please, it is better we come out in mass. That is the most important thing. Coming out in mass is the most important thing. Forget about who is actually organizing the protest. The major interest of that protest and the major aim of that protest is so that the Finnish government, the Finnish authority, will know our stance, and so that they will also know our stance in one voice, that we are speaking with one voice, you know, for the release of our leader, you know, our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoko. That is the most important thing. Forget about who is doing it right and who is doing it wrong. The most important thing is that we come out in mass, speak with one voice, so that we can achieve these together. Mazi Simon Ekpa is the goal, making sure that he is free, and that is one good thing. And also about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, one thing I can assure you is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to come out. His next court case is coming up very soon. I think after Easter or before Easter, but it's coming up very soon, really soon. And we are hoping and we are optimistic that freedom will come to that man. He's a prisoner of conscience, and that is the most important thing. So I want you to imagine Simon Ekpa back and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu back, and two of them doing their thing in pushing for the freedom of Biafra. So you see that pressure will be on the Zoo government, and the world will continue to hear, you know, the voices of, you know, Biafra, and that is just the reality. So enjoy this one. You know, this is the full information on the issue, on the current situation of Mazi Simon Ekpa, in line with the United States of America recognizing, you know, sovereign state of Biafra.
Discussing and exposing one of the most exciting and one of the most intriguing news and updates we have for you today. Yes, because as we speak, the sitting and the current president of the most powerful nation of the world is set to surprise the USB government with a particular feat. Yes, the president of the USA wants to surprise the USB by doing something that many will see as being fascinating. But the question here is, what is the president of the most powerful nation of the world planning for the USB government? Well, we shall be discussing and exposing every single thing that you need to know and understand. Yes, so this whole thing all kicked off a couple of days back. Yes, because 19 hours ago, we noticed that the Deputy Prime Minister of the USB government made a tweet on our official Twitter page, which caught the attention of a series of individuals and politicians domiciled in Washington, D.C. This particular tweet coming from the Deputy Prime Minister, where it states, breaking USB Washington, D.C. Embassy inspection. Yes, I took time to visit and inspect the venue for our May 30th event in Washington, D.C. Yes, So like I said previously, this tweet is coming from Ngozi Orabueze, who happens to be the Deputy Prime Minister. It's a video she shared on her Twitter page where we can see her together with an individual representing the USB live in Washington, D.C.
We're right here in Washington, D.C. Yeah.
Just in case you don't understand what is going on here, Ngozi Orabueze traveled to USA so as to inspect the USB embassy located in Washington, D.C. because on the 30th of May, which is next month, they plan on having an event in that part of the world. Yes, the moment the USB government and its citizens were planning for an event next month, an individual domiciled in the US political scenes and affairs made a very, very interesting comment and tweet that we all have to see at this point in time. Yes, a man known as Speaker Mike Johnson, who is the 56th Speaker of the House in USA, made an intriguing tweet that will definitely make a lot of USB citizens and supporters to celebrate at this point in time. So the question here is, what is this tweet? Well, coming from this particular politician domiciled in the USB. It reads, the president of the USA will possibly pay a courtesy visit to the new embassy of a new sovereign state in Washington. And this particular post was released on the 4th of April of 2025 at about 1:45 p.m. on that particular day. Yes, so as you can see, the president of the most powerful nation of the world is set to possibly pay a courtesy visit to an embassy of a new sovereign state in Washington. Yes, Speaker Mike Johnson did not give more clarification about this particular matter. He did not state the particular sovereign state that the president of the USA will possibly visit. But then we received more clarification and we received more info coming from a man known as Rep. Jim Jordan. Yes, this man happens to be a very, very close ally to the sitting president of the USA. How did we know? Well, if you go to the Twitter page of the president of US and check the individuals that he's following, you'll notice that this man known as Rep. Jim Jordan happens to be one of the very few people the president of the USA follows on Twitter. This simply means that this man definitely will be or should be a close friend to the sitting president of that country. So what did this guy say? Well, in a video released on his official Twitter page that we can't actually play the audio, he made mention of the fact that the sitting president of the USA will send delegates to the USB embassy in Washington, D.C. on 30th of May, when the USB and its citizens plan to hold an international meeting in that part of the world, Washington, D.C. to be precise. Yes, this is coming from, like I said, Rep. Jim Jordan. Well, this is going to be a massive, massive one. And this is going to definitely change the trajectory of the USB movement. Just imagine the US president visiting the USB government in their embassy. Well, it's going to definitely change every single thing for the movement. Yes. Anyways, moving on swiftly, we noticed something that happened a couple of hours back, 17 hours ago to be precise. Yes, something that we're definitely trying to still understand and investigate so as to get better info and get better updates on, well, what has happened.
My people, another hear them now. What do you make of it? Drop your comments. But remember, it's Biafra or nothing. Bye for now.